January 19, 2021, 9:58 p.m., CBS NewsWashington. President-elect Joe Biden will be sworn in as the nation's 46th president Wednesday, an event that will be unlike any that has preceded it, coming amid the months-long coronavirus pandemic and unprecedented security in response to threats of violence from extremist groups. Occurring 2 weeks after a violent mob of President Trump's supporters disrupted Congress's counting of electoral votes in an attempt to block lawmakers from reaffirming his victory, the inauguration will take place at the west front of the U.S. Capitol, with Chief Justice John Roberts administering the oath of office to Mr. Biden just before 12 p.m. Planning for the event, which is themed, America United, has been ongoing for months, with agencies across the federal government coming together to ensure the peaceful transfer of power proceeds safely. On the eve of the inauguration, an emotional president-elect departed his home in Wilmington, Delaware, to make the trip to Washington, D.C., declaring that, "When I die, Delaware will be written on my heart." After arriving in the nation's capital, he and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris will deliver remarks at the Lincoln Memorial Reflecting Pool honoring those who lost their lives due to COVID-19. Here is how Mr. Biden will spend Wednesday, as he takes the helm of the nation. ChurchMr. Biden will begin January 20th with Mass at St. Matthew's Cathedral, where he will be accompanied by congressional leadership. Aides to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy all confirmed to CBS News they will attend. The church, located blocks from the White House, is historic, as President John F. Kennedy's funeral was held there. Pope Francis also visited the church during his trip to Washington in 2015. Inauguration after church, Mr. Biden will head to the east front of the Capitol, where he will enter the building where he served more than 3 decades as a senator and later presided over the Senate when he was vice president. Among those attending his swearing-in are 3 former presidents and their wives, President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, President George W. Bush and Laura Bush, and President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, as well as Vice President Mike Pence and former Vice President Dan Quayle. For the first time in more than 150 years, the current president will not be in attendance, as he announced January 8 his plans to skip Mr. Biden's inauguration. Instead, Mr. Trump and First Lady Melania Trump will depart the White House on Wednesday morning for a send-off at Joint Base Andrews. Mr. Trump will then board Air Force One for the final time as president and head to Palm Beach, Florida.